All right, that is better. Take two of a little bit more flat earth evidences. This one we're talking about gravity and how it relates to the globe model. Um, I see a lot of people arguing about gravity with globe people. The thing is, we all agree that there is a down. We all agree things fall down. Let's just call it gravity for sake of a easy way to explain it. But all gravity is dielectric acceleration. It's a product of electromagnetism. This can be shown uh, actually back in the 1800s. They were able to do stuff like this, levitate organic matter. They even have frogs. They were able to levitate a frog in the 1800s, right? So that's one. This guy does a little experiment just showing a very strong magnet and how it's able to it's able to actually provide a force, right? To things that we know are not magnetic. Uh, what else he got? He's got a piece of wood on there. So it's just showing that everything is magnetic, right? Okay, so let's get back to the globe model, right? Using their own definition for the force of gravity, I was curious, what is the actual force between, say, the sun and the earth, right? Some lovely nerd already went ahead and did the math for us. He's coming out to about 7 to the frickin' 21 decimal places, whatever quintillion amount of pounds that is. Let's just say it's a few tons, right? It's enough force to keep this earth from flying off in a straight line and to continue to go around in a circle. So now what I'm saying is with this force, right, that's strong enough to keep the earth in check, why is it putting no force on these people here? How come at noon, why don't I weigh even 1 gram less than I do at midnight? Because at midnight the sun's underneath me and the earth's underneath me too. So I've got like double the freaking gravity going against me. Okay. And if y'all can't understand that, there's something wrong with you, or you're you're just here to disrupt. And I mean, the cognitive dissonance can't be that thick, can it? You got a supermassive object providing a force on the earth that keeps it in check, yet it does nothing to me. I mean, hell, they say the moon causes tides. Well, shit, what if the sun's up in the sky and the moon at the same time, which happens, 15 days out of the year? Why don't I weigh less? Okay. Next. So, yeah. So basically, using their own definition of gravity, the whole entire heliocentric model falls apart. We can predict solar and lunar eclipses from observations made 2,000 years ago that are still accurate today. Now tell me, where in the universe is all these forces interacting with each other? How do we have perfect orbits that you can set a clock to? Why is the ISS not being pushed out of its orbit every time it goes around the side of the Earth where the sun is? Why is the moon never get sucked off of its orbit? And I love it when people say, "Oh, the moon has moved 2 inches away in the last 100 years. It is moving." It's like, who the fuck told you that, right? Let me guess, the same people that told you, why is this shit still playing? The same people that told you that the sun spins around like the earth, right? It supposedly spins on its axis. Kind of getting ahead of myself there, though. So yeah, we've talked about how gravity obviously isn't a real force. It doesn't apply. There's no way that you could show me any math showing how the moon can keep spinning around the earth as it does day after day, and yet that force from the sun does not affect it. So Anyways, real quick, when I was looking up some information about the suns, I came across this idiotic explanation of the lunar eclipse, which we have an umbra and penumbra, right? This would be a satisfactory answer if the moon went from red then into blackness here and then back to red again, right? Because we're getting a fringe of color in this penumbra part. The umbra total eclipse should be black. I mean, where's the logic in that, right? Oh, this was funny too. The sun is a chocolatey Tootsie Roll center just like the Earth. Did y'all know that? And there's another, it's just more little things to throw out there, but they say that the sun is a fusion reaction, right? And what we know about the equation for fusion or fission reactions is that they're what's called a runaway reaction. So they're exponential. So I don't care if this sun has an infinite amount of mass. If it's a chain fusion reaction, it's going to burn up all of its material exponentially, okay? At a minimum, we would see a sun that keeps getting brighter and brighter and brighter. But yet we see a sun that's the same every freaking day. So back to, this is a real easy one for anybody to point out that science, yes, I'll say science because it's scientism, and NASA and all information about the sun is completely fucking bullshit. They say that it spins like the Earth on its axis, right? It is so hard to find what I'm talking about here. So if anyone's into sun gazing, you'll notice if you sun gaze in the morning, after just a few seconds of looking at the sun, you can actually see the sunspot on it. It's got like one sunspot, right? When you look in the morning, the sunspot will be, say, over here. If you sun gaze in the evening, the sunspot has rotated. The sun is spinning around like a clock. Okay, this is what NASA shows us, right? Yeah, so this is what they show us. They show us a sun spinning around on an axis. Okay, this is what we actually see. So if you take a solar filter and do a time lapse of the sun, you're actually going to see that sunspot spin like a clock face. Here it is. Okay, the sun rotates like a clock once a day. Once a day. It doesn't spin on its axis like the Earth or planet. This is 100% irrefutable evidence. There's nothing you can say. The sun is not rotating on its axis. It spins like a clock. I mean, you see this, right? So obviously we're being lied to. That's about all I have for right now. I had a bunch more funny stuff to say the last time, but oh well. Talk to you guys later. Bye.